Hey everyone, Techni here with another awesome, hot off the press, recently released product. I mean, closing out this year here, we are on fire with some awesome products. And if you haven't been with us along the ride for some of these great reviews and these great products we have had recently, make sure you smash that subscribe button and then go back and watch some of those other old videos right there. Some fantastic products. And this one again is right in line right there. And what we have is the newly released HyperX Alloy Origins Core Mechanical Gaming Keyboard. That was a mouthful right there, wasn't it? All right. You know where I want to start right here? Because this is honestly my first reaction, taking it out of the box, looking at it before I even used it or anything, just getting it in my hands, and that is the build. This keyboard has a 100% complete aluminum body right underneath the keys and on the bottom. The whole shebang is aluminum, and this thing has some nice weight to it. It's not like drastically heavy, so if you end up traveling with your board, it'll still work and fit right there. Again, as you can see, I have the 10 keyless. It does also come in a full-size variant as well, but as far as the 10 keyless, a perfect weight. You really feel like you have a quality product in your hand right here. With that body being completely aluminum as well, you have no flex whatsoever with this keyboard here. And again, it just feels so incredibly premium and solid in the hands. And then on the bottom of the board, talking about the whole board being metal and a fantastic build, you do have rubber feet on all four corners right there, and you have 2 feet popping out on this guy. And it's incredibly sleek. There's not really these sharp edges or anything. It rolls right around the corners right there. It's compact. There's no excess space on the top or anything. Sure, you don't have media keys or anything like that. You do have your shortcuts right up top with your function and all that, but you don't have any excess media keys up top or anything. The frame of the board is pretty much right around the keycaps right there, and it is just perfect. Nice, compact, and very sleek. Next up, what I want to talk about are the switches on this board. We all know a lot of older HyperX keyboards, they used to use Cherry MX Red, which is a fantastic switch, by the way. But now HyperX, along with a lot of the other companies, Razer makes their own switch, SteelSeries, they all partner with other companies, but they all have their own switch, right? And now HyperX is joining the party here with their own switches. Now, as of today, online shopping for this board, I only see it available in 2 switches. That is the HyperX Red and the HyperX Aqua. So let's go and focus on the 2 switches that are available. That is the Red and the Aqua. As we can see right here, I have the Red switches, again comparable to a Cherry MX Red. The Aqua is that tactile bump, more or less comparable to a brown switch. Now they're very similar. 45 grams of actuation force on the Red and the Aqua, same as a Cherry MX Red. Actuation point is 1.8 on the Red and the Aqua. Now when you go to Cherry MX Red, you're at 2 millimeters of actuation right there. Now as far as travel distance on the Reds and the Aquas here, 3.8 millimeters. Going to a Cherry MX Red, you're gonna be looking at 4 millimeters. Now, talking about the lifespan, HyperX is claiming that the keystrokes on their HyperX key switches or their HyperX switches here are 80 million compared to a Cherry MX, which is around 50 million. Now, talking about those differences right there, as far as the 1.8 compared to the 2 or the 80 million and 50 million, I've never had a keyboard go out on me as far as a switch, as far as 80 million clicks or anything like that, right? You know, so I don't think that's something that's really a selling point, at least for me, you know what I mean? Talking that actuation point, the 1.8 compared to 2.0 as far as a Cherry MX Red, you honestly do notice it. It's so incredibly mild and minor, but you do feel it. But it's not like this drastic amount. I've used other keyboards before that have a very short actuation point, some of these optical switches out there and everything, you know, and you really feel it. Like when you get to typing, gaming, it's okay. It takes a while to get used to, but when you type, you get a lot of mispresses and it just feels very weird, you know what I mean? Going with this 1.8, I feel like it's honestly that sweet spot because it's perfect for typing. It's fantastic for gaming. Again, I really feel like they made a fantastic switch right here. But again, I am using the HyperX Red switches here. And just for a reference for yourself, a couple switches I really like are the Cherry MX Red. I love Kale Reds. And then I've been recently hooked on the Razer Yellows recently right here. But let me tell you what, this HyperX Red, like I just stated before, this is one of the best switches I have used. It is just perfect. I don't know what it is, the combination of everything they have right there, it just feels fantastic. It's honestly perfect. So what I like to do right now is bring in for a sound test. And as far as the sound test, it's gonna be a combination of the switches and then also as far as the build right here. And it sounds beautiful. Check it out. mean, this thing sounds incredibly awesome. I'm usually not a really big fan of the floating key design. I usually like my keyboards to have a frame around it, just to kind of reduce the sound a little bit, kind of bring it down and, make it a little more solid right there. And a lot of these floating keyboard designs, you get a real tinny, tingy sound. You do not get that one bit at all. Not a single ting, ting, or ding, or ring, or whatever in the background. Nothing whatsoever. This thing is crispy solid, and it's one of the best I have ever heard. But, yes, there's one but. There's always has to be one but with every product, right? And that's a stinker that we gotta say that. That is the keycaps on this board. They just sprayed ABS keycaps, and they are cheap. I mean, I can sit here and twist this spacebar up like nothing. Not taking any strength here whatsoever. You can just pinch it. Very chintzy, cheap keycaps. So what I recommend you doing, what I would do, what I'm going to do, is go on and slap some HyperX double shot PBT pudding keycaps on. We have the black ones and we have the white ones. I'm not too sure which one I'm gonna use yet. More than likely the white ones, because I usually keep my RGB red in the background. But coming up with the holidays and everything, you can find these keycaps for about 15 bucks sometimes, and you cannot go wrong. They'll fit across this board fantastic, and they feel great. These are some fantastic keycaps. Should we put them on one of these boards? Should we put them on? Go with the white ones or the black ones? I don't know. Let's go on and put on the white ones and see what it looks like. Why not, right? Unbelievable, right? I mean, I knew they would look good. I've used these HyperX pudding double shot keycaps quite a bit on many other boards, but I've never seen them look this good. And why they're looking so good on this board right here, again, is going back to the HyperX switches you have right here. A lot of Cherry MX switches, it's got the light right in the front, and then the housing is black around it. So you have the LED light right up here, and then the housing around the HyperX keycap is clear. So that light is able to radiate throughout the whole switch right there and the whole keycap. So it's very balanced and very solid across every single keycap. And this is just incredible. I can't get over it. You guys saw the close-ups right there. I mean, this is absolutely stunning. Now, as great as it looks and as awesome as the keycaps are, I just sit here questioning myself, why didn't HyperX put these on this board and make it a complete package? I think it would have been worth it, because this board's only at 85 bucks. Make it 99 bucks and put the caps on it, I think is fantastic. I mean, I guess it's the same price we're at right now, so it kind of gives us the option. So I guess I can see the marketing side of it. But again, just to come out the door and say, hey, this is what we have, this fantastic board, double shot PBT keycaps, and it looks like this. I mean, wow. But right now, out of the box, this isn't what you're gonna get. This is what I'm gonna recommend you to do. Go with the black ones or the white ones, but I feel like HyperX really missed the opportunity here with not including these keycaps. Now, all right, speaking about the RGB on the board and everything, I know I got a little wrapped up into those keycaps right there because it is just absolutely stunning, but as far as the RGB on the keyboard, again, absolutely gorgeous, but you also have onboard memory with on the keyboard, just function, and then you have your profiles right up here, function 1, 2, and 3 right here. So bam, we'll just press that and it'll switch right over. Again, that is with onboard memory right here. Bam, just over to the next profile, and all this can be set within the new HyperX software, which is really cool. It's actually a Windows app right there, Ingenuity or something like that. Very simple, easy software to use. Get in there, adjust your keys and your RGB. You can actually layer different effects. So if you have wave and then, I don't know what you call twilight or something like that, they can all actually layer. Now, of course, if you got like a solid overlaid a wave or something like that, it's gonna just, void each other out. But you can have a solid and then throw in a reactive ripple or something like that, a wave with a reactive burst or something like that. It's really cool. You can get very creative. You can actually go in there and actually scroll and select which zone you want lit up. Not like lit up, not like a zone, but certain keys, right? Just take your arrows, take your WASD. Again, you can just sit there and select it, and you can make those certain sections a zone or a lighting effect themselves. Like just have your arrows wave, just have your WASD wave. I mean, the effects and the options on this board are absolutely awesome. Now also, as far as the build of the board right here, and this is kind of weird, I don't know if I want to put it as a negative, more or less a personal preference. For me, I prefer the opposite of the way it is on the board, and that is the USB-C cable right here. It attaches right on the right side of the board. No wiggle, no jiggle, nothing. It's in a very secure. But again, it's just weird that it's on the right side. I wish it was on the left side. I take my keyboard, cock it a little bit right there, and then the cable goes off in the distance. Now with it on the right side, I kind of got to make sure I take it and tuck it off to the side so it doesn't get in the way of my mouse cable. All right, so HyperX Alloy Origins Core 10 keyless keyboard right here. Again, also comes in a full size. I give this keyboard a complete win. Trust me here, at $85, you will not get a better board. This thing is phenomenal. It is that stinking good. But hey, let me know down in the comments what you think about this keyboard here. Are you looking at picking it up? Again, I swear by it. This gets the complete Technique win right here. I absolutely love it. Please let me know down in the comments what you think about it. But hey, thank you so much for stopping by and watching this one. I highly appreciate it. If you enjoyed it, hit that thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for some future tech videos. Hey, I hope I catch you in the next one. Bye now.